So the Bela Fleck thing, there's so many, I mean, playing with our heroes, collaborating with our heroes is something that's just so rad and so cool when it gets to the point where we can, for many of us that get to do that. Is there something that you do to mentally prepare yourself going into those? Or are you just like, yeah, I deserve to be here because I'm one of the best mandolin players in the world? And I know you're a very humble person and you're like, yeah, well, but I did work really hard and I've loved you. But it's like, you're one of the best mandolin players in the world. You deserve to be there. That's why you're called to be there. But there's a certain mental game that we can sometimes play with ourselves, personally speaking, whether we either psych ourselves out a little bit or can sometimes even overthink something.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. What's your mental preparation going into those sort of scenarios?
Well, the good thing about getting to work with Bela is that at least he and I have worked together before. Never quite like this, but he produced my album, Weighted Mind, and so we've worked closely together on my music before. But this is even different because this is me stepping into a role to play his music. And so I haven't ever done that with him before. So it's been really fun to just, I know what his kind of process is. I know how serious he is about the music that he's working on. Even whenever we were working on my project, anything that he does it at 150%. You know what I mean? It's like he's full in and he's going to do it at the highest level he can do it. So thankfully there's been a lot of rehearsal time put in, but I think all these musicians that are part of this band that's touring in September, it's Michael Cleveland on the fiddle, Brian Sutton on the guitar, Mark Schatz on the bass, and then my husband Justin is playing multiple instruments like fiddle, banjo, mandolin, like twin parts, and then playing all the dobro parts. And so, it's a lot. It's a long record. There's about 19 songs, 19 tracks on the record, and, we're playing every one of them, and some of the songs are 6 minutes long. I mean, on average, they're probably 6 minutes long, and it's, complicated arrangements and stuff. So it is, early on, especially, I was kind of like, oh, God, okay, here we go, because I've been busy and trying to make sure that I'm, like, not going to show up to the rehearsal not knowing what's going on. So really trying to make sure I'm putting my time in, but also knowing that when we get together, there's really going to be time to really get in there, in the throes and like really work through everything. So I mean, it is a little easy to get psyched out, but at least by the time that we played the show, we had put in so much rehearsal time. We could sort of just enjoy it and know that, okay, we've done our prep work. And like, no matter what happens, it's probably not going to be perfect. It never is, especially the first time playing that much music, but we made it through and it was great. There were small mistakes here and there, but for the most part, everybody just did an amazing job. And so I think for me, knowing that I'm going to be surrounded by such high level musicianship, kind of there is a pressure to rise to the occasion and make sure that you're not just like being the weak link, so it kind of makes you go, okay, I got to make sure I have my crap together, that I know what I'm doing. But at the same time, there's also comfort in knowing that, if I blow something, Brian Sutton's got my back over there on the chords, or, so there's comfort in that too, I think.